Good morning, everyone. It's Cal. We're playing some more Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Randomizer. Today we've got another Blue Moon Seed. This one is Rydia as a starting character, which will be interesting. But we do have all the free character spots right off the bat, so I'm less worried about that than I normally would be. We have to do 7 out of 8 bosses, and this is the part I'm more worried about with this one. Ogopogo, Wyvern, Elements, Volvalis, CPU, Golbez are 6 out of the 8 bosses, Kubu Gauntlet and Dark Imps being the others. And we have to beat 7 out of 8 of those. So that's going to be a little rough, but if we get some good characters, we've got T Wildish, so should be a pretty solid, should be doable. It does also have required hook. So again, the big thing here is going to be making sure that we get good characters to support the team. We don't have to use Rydia at all if we don't end up wanting to. We'll see what we get. Let's get started. So the reason I gave that diatribe at the beginning is because Rydia is one of the weaker that's an Edward. Oof. Heroine Robe. Okay. Heroine Robe can make Rydia functional. This probably means we are going to do a full sweep of the available characters right off the bat. Because these are... Yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and say these are the weakest starting characters that you can get. Part of the problem with Rydia is just that she's not very strong until you get a summon for her, and until you get her enough MP to use it. She starts at level 1 with 30 hit points, which means it's very hard to keep her alive unless you have a good party with her to get her through those first few levels. Well, this isn't helping so far. So this is continuing our trend. Forum is the next squishiest character. We are definitely going to be grabbing all the characters here. Rydia Porum immediately... Okay, Sid is a much sturdier character to start with. That's going to get us going. And late game, he can be a good anchor. This is actually... We'll see what the other characters we get are. There's a decent chance with this if we get like a Tella, because I think Fusoya is not available. We'll have to see. We've got 3 characters left. I mean, that could be an Ed Cecil Kane, and that makes the decision a lot easier. Or it could be Tella and Palom, which makes it a lot more interesting. I know I want to get rid of the Edward. Oops. If I can get good support for a mage party, okay. There's Rosa. So Rosa Rydia Porum is not a strong mage party. It'll really come down to that last slot. Which... It's still going to be a rough start, I think. But Sid and Rosa can do early game by themselves. Especially with Rosa with a heroine robe. Callum and Tella. Okay. So this has actually now become interesting. So I think what we do is we get rid of Edward, Dancing Dagger, yes, and Rydia. We're gonna come back for the Rydia later. Dancing Dagger. So the reason we're doing that is because... Is that Archer Bow? Yeah, that's pretty solid. Bandana. Heroine Robe. I don't think we've got anything for her yet. Thunder Rod. We're going to switch him over to a staff. I don't think it matters that much. Okay. So there's a trick you can do later where you can slingshot a character's experience. Whenever a character has low enough, we know we don't have characters for those. Those are probably not worth it. Whenever you have a character with 5 levels less than the average party level, they get double experience. Rydia starts at level 1, but she has the highest XP cap in the game. So it requires more XP for her to become a functional character than any other character. So what we're going to do is leave her out of the party until we're ready to level up. And we will most likely be doing a dip into the Giant of Babil for a D-Machine grind. Especially if we've got Palimpor Rosa with her. And then we've got Tella as our anchor, or Sid as an anchor. Either one. That should work really well. It's a little bit more work. And it does require the Darkness Crystal. Ooh, Tiara. So we are getting some good endgame gear here. Already. Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay. So, Warfax, Earth Hammer, Dragoon. And Porum is going to wear the tiara for now. Just to keep her alive. At this point, Porum's not going to do much, but we can potentially cast Twin, which is a very powerful early game thing. We've got our Dancing Dagger. Is that going to be... Okay, that's not necessarily good. Well, no, we've got Twin and Earth Hammer. That should be fine. And it's one boss down. At a really easy spot, technically. Probably more XP than we'd get otherwise. Got Ice 2. The level 1 spells are pretty much worthless, so the big key with the mage characters is just getting them up to that second tier spell so that they can be, you know, functional. Once we get them to that point, we're in good shape. Which is part of the problem with Rydia, is she does not get those level 2 spells until much later in the game, compared to the other characters. She also doesn't get spells like Virus and Quake at the levels that Palom does, which is why Palom is a much better black mage in most parts of the game. Rydia ends up outpowering him late game because of her equipment. Baron Key. Just realized we forgot to pick up our free key item as well. And having Tella also means we get to exit whenever we want. That is Dark Imps, which is another boss we need to do. I mean, if we get them all early, then that just makes it easier, I suppose, but... We'll skip Fabul for now. See if we can do that all in one shot later. We can always come back to it. But honestly, we're in okay shape already, so I think we're just gonna head up Ordeals. Like, this isn't an amazing party by any means at this point, but we do have lots of tools at our disposal, and getting access to Tella's spells feels like it could be very valuable. French Vanilla Mylon, or Vanilla Mylon, I guess we'll see. This should actually be pretty straightforward. So, Mylon Z is weak to bows because he is considered a flying enemy. Now, this may seem strange, but the reasoning for that is they made him immune to ground by making him a flying enemy. Now, you may say, if he's flying, why does the Earth Hammer hurt him so much? And the answer is because the Earth Hammer does fire damage when you hit with it as a weapon. Rubicant. Elements, even better. And that should be... see if that does enough. Just enough to transition. This is a low enough level spot that we're in really good shape here. That's 3 of our bosses down already. These blue moon seeds, I felt like I'm getting a lot of my bosses out of the way really quickly. Crystal shield, that's not a key item. That's the other thing. I've been getting a lot of bad key item drops in these seeds. Like last time I struggled to get up to 5, or up to 10 rather, when I was trying to. Not what one of the sparkles we're looking for, but we'll take it. Getting it out of the way is good, because that can be an obnoxious fight later in the game. I was kind of hoping it was going to be Wyvern or Ogopogo. So Cecil becomes a paladin, Tully gets his spells back. Three bosses down. No key items except for the Baron key. I think we're gonna run over and get our free one now. And then we can do Baron Inn and Baron Castle back to back, I guess, unless we get a better option. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. Wow. Okay. Well, we're here, so I guess we just do Earth Crystal? Like, it should be in about the same range as the other ones we're looking at. We'll definitely take the treasure. That's a guarantee. We can at least see who the bosses are. Fortunately, lots of gear for characters that aren't in use. If we had a Cecil, we'd be in really good shape. We did get some Artemis arrows, which will be nice. Double check to make sure we've still got a little bit of room here. Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to do a ton of looting here. So we'll go to Zot. We will make a save before this, because this could be really bad. This is slightly higher level than the other stuff we've been dealing with, so if it's a bad boss, we could be in trouble. But again, we've got pretty solid stuff going on here. It's not like we're up to Virus and Quake yet, but we can still do damage. We also have enough money to do whatever we want. All of that gear for Cecil that we're just going to be able to sell. Berserk. Ice 2, Cure 2. Oh, I forgot to equip the Silence Staff on her. And the Protect Ring. This spot's got... This is the Mega Sister spot, so it does have a decent chunk of hit points since there are 3 bosses here normally. Just kind of rearranging spells quick to make it a little faster to cast in battle. And getting everybody equipped correctly. The game, Bell Knob. I just want to burn through this as fast as possible. It's not a super hard boss, but it's an obnoxious spot. And it's an obnoxious boss, to be fair. Overkill, probably, but that's okay. And that's going to also get Rosa exit, which shouldn't matter because we've also got Tella and Forum, but we have it. Sand Ruby does absolutely nothing for us. And that should take us back right in front of Baron with full health. Which means that we can now do Baron in. Water Hag as the first one. That's annoying. Okay. Should have switched arrows for that, but that's okay. Awesome. Arg. Okay, let's see who the second boss is. King Queen Eblin. Another freebie. Low enough hit point spot that we want to, or that's faster. Guaranteed hook route. Actually, Definitely want to hit the item shop quick. Let's go ahead and grab some more of those. Few of those. And then let's sell staff, hat claw, ninja sword, crossbow, darkness arrows. A lot of this stuff is not usable by any of our characters, so just dumping it and raking in all the money. We don't need a ton of equipment. This is a very equipment light party, just because of what it is. Switching Sid to the center point because we need him to Runax has very low accuracy. The middle spot gets a small accuracy boost. And I'm fine with him being in the back because he is back row glitched. It just means he's basically invincible. With full Dragoon armor and how much hit points he has, that's exactly what he is at this point. Cursed Ring and Dwarf Axe are both in our possession, so we should be good to really drive down our agility for our late game. For either Tella or Sid, whoever we decide to be our anchor. Generally, so Tella can cast spells on himself, but his hit point pool is very low. Sid's hit point pool is very high. So the nice thing with Sid is that he gets to kind of be... He is a little bit more of just a base anchor character. He can act as a chemist, he can restore hit, toss potions for people, stuff like that. Technically a mistake there. I probably should have cast Berserk on Sid. For exactly that reason. Runax is strong against mages. Asher is a mage. Charm Rod is an improvement for Palom. And actually, real quick here, just toss a heal out. I'm not super worried. Mist Dragon. That should be fine at this spot. Not super high hit point spot. We've got a lot of damage output. Of course, one of the fun parts here is that Miss Dragon is not, in fact, a dragon. Got through it before it turned to miss the first time. That is a very good Miss Dragon fight. We will take it. Got Quake and Blink on the twins. I'm sure nothing bad has ever happened in this room. Legend Sword. Not really good in this seed, in this type. So I think at this point we do a quick hop in over here. We'll take another boss. That's why we're checking them. Lots of talky bosses. So that's 4 bosses? Wow. We'll see if we beat it. I'm not expecting to, given how fast this spot is. But it is pretty low hit point, so we may get away with it because of the heroine robe, pretty much. And the fact that Ogopogo actually is a dragon and we've got Artemis arrows. Okay. There's a small part of me that thinks we should just go to Fabul Castle just in case that last one is there. And honestly, actually, let's head over there quick. Not just because of that, but this is a boss. One of the things that you have to keep in mind when you're routing is that you get is where you heal. So we get a full heal for doing this boss here. We've got 3 characters down, and we are going to need to heal them anyway before we go to our hook route. So this kind of gives us a way to do that. I think this spot ignores magic. We'll double check. That might be a problem. We'll see if we can just get Callum up to enough spell power to actually do damage here. I totally was not thinking I should not have used Berserk on Rosa, and in fact, I'm going to... Yeah, it was worth a shot. Did I seriously use all my arrows? That was a big enough mistake that it's worth doing. Worth the reset. That was like several big mistakes in a row. I should have killed Rosa off as soon as I realized what I'd done. I should not have berserked her. Because with aim, she can hit Valvalis. Without aim, she can't. And that's a problem. There we go. Like, that shouldn't have been a hard fight the first time, and if I had just kept using aim instead of trying to get greedy with Berserk, I would have been fine. But I didn't... Oh, I forgot Val was one of the bosses. Okay, never mind. That's even better. There's our darkness crystal? Do we do the hook route now? I don't think we do. I need to find some ethers. But, like, we can just go do our grind now. And then go through the rest of the bosses without a problem. That feels completely reasonable to me. I'm trying to think of which character to swap out here. I feel like it has to be Sid. So what I mean when I say we can skip the hook route is with the darkness crystal, that means we can do the giant and the moon. We've only got, I think we only have one more boss to beat, maybe two. And going to the moon and the giant is probably going to get us where we need to go. Because we're at what? Yeah, 6 out of 7. We need to either find CPU or Wyvern. If one of those bosses is in like the 8 spots on the moon, and then we're good. Oops. Did I just walk right by her? I did. Okay, so I think we're taking... This is going to be a little rough while we're doing it. Yes, take Sid's equipment. We are keeping him. Or we're going to come back, rather. We do need to find ethers still. We also don't have 10 key items, but I don't think we're anywhere close on that. Yeah. That's not going to be worth it. Okay, let's go shopping. Currently, we are looking for ethers. Fusoya has very little in the way of MP. Or not Fusoya. Tella has very little MP. And we need to give him a little bit more to get through the trick we're going to be doing. I think we've got one elixir that we can technically use, but I would really prefer to have more because we are doing this without... There we go. That's more than enough, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to summon the giant. Now, the reason we're doing this is because there is a random fight within the giant that we're going to try and get. The way that the XP works in this game, as I said, your lowest character gets double experience for the fight. So, the way that we're going to do this is we are going to take Rydia from level 1 to max level, well, not max, but to the level she needs to be, or as close as we can get in one fight. And since she's getting double XP at that point, we have to do half as much to get her up, and the rest of the characters are still going to get a bunch of experience. But she's going to, I use the term slingshot because she is going to start out behind them and end up ahead of them. Okay, so we need Tella in the middle here. I would like... That should be fine. I don't really have a good... we don't really have great setters for this, setup for this. So we are going to manipulate a... we are going to manipulate an encounter. So, 21. Did I forget to turn encounters on or something? No, it's just running really slow and I've lost count now. Okay. It should not take that long. I think that was a bad spot. So we're looking for a specific fight. So the reason that's the reason we're doing it this way. So because we ended on that particular square, it should be the next fight. I'm not sure why I did that. It shouldn't matter, but oh well, we did. So the way we're going to do this we are going to use the weak spell, which instantly reduces an enemy's hit points into single digits, to fight an enemy that is way more powerful than we should be fighting now. Come on. I did not do a cycle quick to check. This is the wrong fight. Great. I said 1 or 3, so it could still be 2. Three. Nope. Great. This is not going the way it's supposed to. Actually... Okay. I think this should be it. Nope. Come on. Hey, that's the guy we're looking for, just not by himself like that. 2... This is the right one, finally! Hooray! I'm just really out of order on who should actually be doing the attacks right now, but that's okay, we'll get there. So we're going to Weak, Virus, and then we're going to use a Life Potion. Because regular enemies in this game have 0 Vitality stat. Ow, that should have been a... Okay. So we'll do 1 cycle here quick, just to make sure, just to get back in rhythm. Then we should be okay. so now you can see we summon this guy. He does a fire attack. Now, even though this is way higher level than what we should be fighting, these attacks do percentage-based damage. Which means that they shouldn't kill us, even though we are way under-leveled for where we're at. Now we're going to do a quick round of healing before we do another, before we summon another one. Crap. That's a problem. I forgot to check for MP when I was doing that. The good news is we are keeping our order as we're going through this. The characters are cycling through in the same order, which is very helpful to be able to kind of predict how this all works. And it could be problematic if, like, Porum was the one who went right before. That's a problem. Tried to get cheeky. And this is probably going to throw my order really out of whack, but we'll see. Well, looks like our order's still good, at least. So I'm not sure exactly how many D machines we actually need. This is one thing that the math on this is not one thing I'm super familiar with. I know, I think it's 12. So I think it's 6 if you are doing, if you've got 10 key items and you're doing the life glitch. So that's 9 right there. So we'll do one more cycle, is what I'm thinking. And that should at least get us close. And then after this, we're going to the moon and the giant, and finishing out the giant. So I'm less worried about XP than I normally would be because we are going to be doing a few more bosses. And if my math is off, it means we're going super, super over the top, and that'll be amusing. Oh. Okay. I guess we're stopping... Oh, crap. We didn't have Rydia up, and it died. I mean, do I just... I mean... So I've got 2 options now. One is don't use Rydia. 2 is do another round of D-Machine grind because Rydia, like, I still have enough ethers. And everybody else will still get XP. It's not like it's gonna hurt. Except for time. I'd really prefer not to sit here and do another grind. We'll do another one, we'll do it shorter. We'll see where we end up. If I didn't still have ethers, I would be more concerned. But I've still got enough ethers that we can do a few more. Was not thinking about that part. This is gonna be a pain. So that percentage-based damage that I was talking about earlier is not nearly as effective as it was. Because our characters now have significantly more HP. So when they take a percentage hit, it's a lot more. This might screw something up, but I'm gonna take the risk because I don't want to accidentally miss it again. Because we're burning through this so much faster than we should be. Okay. Rydia did still get 40... That takes her to level 45 in one shot. That's not bad. It's not what we want, but it's not bad. She didn't get nuked, and that's the important part there. So, that was a mess. But, we could be in worse shape. We're done with that, at least. And I think we're just going to go ahead and call that good. We still need to do a couple bosses. We're going to go ahead and do the elementals, or the element spot, because it's a very high XP spot. Rydia should still be getting double for this. And it shouldn't be super hard. Oh god. Dolls. Okay. Never mind, it is actually just easy, theoretically, here. Do we have something to cast stop? We don't. Just unleash all the time magic all at once. So the back three, we can have stop cast on them, which means that now they are not going to be combining into the big doll. This spot has lots of hit points, unfortunately. Seriously? That could be a problem. If Rydia ends up not getting this experience, I'm going to be very sad and very frustrated. Which, realistically, I should probably be casting Blink on her instead of Rosa, if I was thinking about it at all. Starting to think I could title this one The Debacle at the Giant. Because this is a mess. Should at least be getting close. And again, at this point, it doesn't actually matter if anybody else except Rydia dies. Everybody else has the spells they need. Rydia's the one who needs the experience. I'm very confused right now. See if I got too greedy again. I mean, we are theoretically getting the experience for the dolls twice, I guess. But this is definitely not the best way to be getting this experience at this point. We were supposed to get more experience than that. We didn't actually kill the doll. The big doll. I hate everything. So much for my fast seed. This was certainly a giant debacle. Okay. See what the CPU boss is. That should do 9s? No, not quite. And again, I don't care about anybody's experience but Rydia's. Rydia got 4 levels. Weak, fatal, nuke. Perfect. Don't care. We're good. She got nuke. That was the goal. So I am gonna swap back and get Sid, because Tella's not really good. We were using him for the weak spell. That's really it. He has so few hit points that he will not survive in the Zermos fight. We really don't have a lot in the way of gear for these characters either. Okay, I think we're gonna do something a little... I'm not gonna go straight to the moon. But at this point, we don't have to worry about anything. Like, we have our 2 nuke casters, our 2 white casters. We can kind of just do whatever we want. So, what I'm gonna do is check the summon boss here. Just realized that I forgot to save. I think I forgot to save at least. Charmrod Lunar Staff, perfect. I mean, honestly, we have the important part of their armor. They're just not defended. We don't have Sorcerer Robes or Rune Rings. We just have Tiara and Charm Rods and... It would be extremely, yep. True to form for the way this run's been going if I had Sid use Kamikaze and then he ended up not getting the experience. Yep. Not a key item. Life staff. I need to actually remember to save. Sorcerer robe and a Gaia robe is honestly not as bad as it could be. Sorcerer robe we will definitely be happy with for now. So how do we go, moon, or do we start going underground? I feel like moon is still probably better. Underground's gonna be easier. And have less cutscenes. Let's go underground. We can scout better underground as well, and we can just rush through them. Like, moon bosses aren't going to go down in one hit. The way underground, we should be able to take most stuff out in one round. Not one hit, necessarily, because I think one of those bosses has like 30,000, but one round. Nuke's a hell of a drug. I'm really hoping... So part of the reason I'm doing this, doing the underground, is also because this is going to give us access to these shops. Which, while not perfect, is going to just kind of give us a bit more... I mean, I just said what we're missing, and that should pretty much sum it up. These shops are going to have better options, theoretically. So as we go underground, the other thing is we're going to get a peek at top of tower, so we can bust through these first two enemies, and then we can get to a lot of bosses very quickly and be able to see what they are. We'll be able to get an idea of what the bosses on top of Dwarf Castle are. Or we'll get one of the Dwarf Castle bosses right away. And we can potentially just reset out of those once we get saved. That's guards, so that's not going to be one, but we need that to get underground. suppose the other thing I wasn't thinking about is I don't have a pass, so theoretically we're gonna have to walk the lunar subterranean anyway, which does make that path a little bit more tempting. But yeah, after this, we basically have access to Kingdom of Monsters, Dwarf Castle, like all of the places. Oh, that was a very, very fast explosion. But, okay. Those first two are gonna drop real hard, that's for sure. Oh, perfect. That should get Sid up to the HP range we want. And then from here, we're pretty much just hard resetting bosses, I think. We'll do our shopping quick. I'm literally just gonna pop into the armor shops. Did I just walk right by the boss check I was talking about doing? I did. Dark Elf. And the guards, so it's not the tower, most likely. And it's not... That's one of the tower spots, one of the dwarf castle spots. So we're going to do a bunch of real quick checks, and then probably go to the moon. If we don't find what we're looking for. Okay, so that's Octomom and guards. I bought way more than I needed here, but I don't think money's an object, so I don't really care. So we're looking for a lunar sparkle for Wyvern, or what was the other one? CPU. That's right. We will still pick up the key item quick, just in case it opens tower. If it's not, we will real quick run down here, just in case there are rune rings. There are not. That's it. Didn't save. This is possibly, like, the last two seeds I played, I felt like I played really, really well. And of course, as soon as I pull out a mage party, and I get excited about it, it's just one thing after another. So, Wyvern with the standard Mega Flare is going to be a little rough, especially at this spot. But we should be able to do it. Turn the battle speed way down. Let's mess with the speed some more and see what we can figure out. I also didn't time the run correctly. Got one off. That's what we need. Does that kill? It does not. Okay. Spread out the love a little bit. I was kind of hoping we could get somebody actually up. No, still not enough. Man. I think we just need to race instead of trying to get people back up. Never mind, we got a good... We're good. Yeah. Kind of feels like cheating when you're messing with agility quite that much, but I mean, it's Wyvern. He literally starts off by the fight by doing straight 9s to your entire party. You really shouldn't feel bad about it. Power shirt. We don't have a pass, so we're going to go ahead and that's probably going to be it. I think from this point we go to the moon, we walk the lunar subterrane, and we fight Z. A little bit more of a walk than I'd like, but it'll work. honestly, I think we're in, like, all of our equipment's fine. It's really just, it is what it is. So the way mage parties work against Zeromus, we are going to be taking advantage of the fact that this game was not able to program hit points into enough hit points into Zeromus. So the way that it works is it automatically refills his hit points when he hits a certain threshold. However, it does this as a reaction, like the same as counterattack, or in this case, a reflected spell. And there can only be one quote-unquote counterattack, one reaction per turn in the initiative. So, by reflecting spells off of our own party members, Zeromus is no longer going to be able to restore his hit points when he gets to basically the halfway point, cutting his hit points down from, I believe it's about 120,000 to about 60,000. So that's the plan. That's the whole plan. We are going to make one aggressive spell against him at the very beginning to negate his, or to cause him to counterattack, which lowers his magic temporarily before his first big bang attack. And then we are going to spam our nukes and whites as fast as we can and hope that it's enough. So at this point, Callum is... I mean, honestly, all of our characters are fairly well protected. I don't think we have a... Yeah, we don't have a silk web here. So I am going to go ahead and just start off with a straight nuke. Actually, let's do the Star Veil. It's the undo dog. So we're going to cast one spell, slow, directly at him. He's going to counterattack that with a nuke. That insta-killed. Oops. Well, that might be a little bit more of a problem, but we'll see what we can do. So Big Bang should do somewhere in the 600 range, I would guess. Because we nerfed it with that slow. Yep. And this is what Sid's here for. Sid's here as a chemist. All he is going to do is toss potions at people. Okay, so Sid's gonna drop. Rydia and Porum might drop from this, but I don't think both of them will. Yeah. And that's it. Oh. So it says something about these Blue Moon seeds that despite how badly that went, it still was about 2 hours. I started the video at 1:10, so we're like right on, like 2 hours and 30 seconds. That being said, this was... this should have been about 45 minutes shorter than it was. If we had gotten the D-Machine grind set up correctly the first time and executed correctly the first time, this could have easily been another 130 seed. But it is what it is. Okay. Well, I think we'll go ahead and end it here. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.